Hello and welcome back to Blue Tube, and here we are looking forward to the game on Sunday against Mansfield for the wonderful, massive cup lift. How you feeling?
All right, and after last night's win against Stevenage, I enjoyed that game.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed last night's game. I did. I thought we just cantered it, didn't we? And what a goal to win it as well.
Well, no, if I'm brutally honest, I don't think we was great in the first half. A few painful
It was,
misses here and there.
but if you look at who we started with, it's pleasing to see that a half-strength team, and that sounds really derogatory to those lads, but they they probably walk this division as they are.
MJ as left back, I thought he was quite solid. Only seen him 2 times, so the jury's still out on how good of a player he is. I don't think there's much that you can say for just
Solid
2 games.
performance. No Clara
Solid.
at all. No
No.
Laird.
Hanley though, incredible. What
Had
a
a
player
great
to
game.
bring in.
Yeah, solid, isn't it? Absolutely solid. What do we do with him moving forward?
Definitely keep him on for the championship, giving him a 1 year extension, even if we are once again using him from the bench. To bring a player on like that, I mean, Scottish international, still a captain.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, Leonard played well as well. I know we brought Iwata on second half. We sort of brought them in just to just keep the legs sort of limbered, really, didn't we? Because I mean, obviously, we want to talk about this is a big game, isn't it? Coming up Sunday, we lift the trophy for winning the division, moving
Yeah.
up. Looking forward to that. It's going to be superb, isn't it? It's going to be tough, though. It's going to be tough. I mean, I know you've got stats, haven't you? But what are they? Down the bottom somewhere, about 19th,
19th.
20th. I think
19th.
Cloughie's just signed a new contract with him, hasn't he?
Is that right?
I think so. So whether he'll be up to lift them up a bit, I don't know. But we just got to go out and boss them, and it's going to be a full St Andrews
Yeah.
at Knighthead Park.
Yeah.
Always have that in.
You always forget, don't you?
Yeah.
So going on to the Mansfield game then, and putting the cup lift aside for a moment and just focusing on the football, going through the form table, quickly go through Birmingham, obviously just beaten Stevenage yesterday, before that Burton Albion, draw to Crawley, lost to Peterborough, still feeling a bit painful and bitter about that one, but we beat them in the away fixture, 6-2 against Barnsley and 4-1 against Shrewsbury. Looking over at Mansfield, they've just lost at home 5-1 against Reading. Now, Reading, considering the position that they're in at the moment with ownership and whatnot, sitting on training grounds and all of their assets, they're actually doing quite well.
Getting some results.
Yeah, absolutely. So, take what you want from that one. I mean, you've got to remember Mansfield are flirting with relegation. Doesn't look like they'll go down, but it's not mathematically impossible yet. So they've still got something to fight for.
Yeah.
And before that, there's draws against Rotherham in a thriller, 6-goal thriller. It was 3-3. Then Leyton Orient, they lost 3-2 at home. A few goals here. Lost to Huddersfield, who have just been pants, 2-1. Charlton 2-1 the same, and a win at Barnsley, who have just tailed off really. So we come towards the end of the season. I suppose a lot of them are on the beach, aren't they? So going on to well, first of all, actually, from those results, how much can we take from it? Because I think that Nigel Clough, a manager of his sort of calibre, and we've seen it all season, haven't we, when teams play us, it's their cup final. But now that we're lifting the cup at St Andrews, will that give them an extra 10% to spoil the party?
For me, it would. I mean, if I was going to something like that, I'd be like, yeah, let's go and spoil the party.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things, isn't it? One is for safety, and the other is the added, let's go and spoil the party. You know, like, let's go and make sure that we get the points. I think they really will. But I just listening to what you were saying with the, like the goal fest bit there, the 3-3, and that, this is one thing that we've only seen once or twice down the Blues this season, isn't it? In fact, once that I can remember, where we scored a few. And we've always been on the edge of it, where you think, we start a game, like the game at Crawley the other week. Really think that, the way we started, it's going to be a hatful here, and it just peters out. And we sort of, it was a draw, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that's one thing. The only thing that's been missing this season is just scoring a few, because we brought the top scorer in from last season, Alfie May. We got Stano in that scored a hatful last season in the Championship when we got relegated. Everyone thought we was going to get, and this is because teams, as you've already said, have come to us and they've been sort of. It's been their cup final, especially coming to St Andrews at Knighthead Park. it's like, I mean, St Andrews. You think that we're moving away from St Andrews? We're building
Yeah.
this big stadium, and what they've done, like the board and that, to make our place a fortress and all new, and it's a brilliant place to come down to, isn't it?
Well, credit to the fans with
And
that as well.
you think if you're one of these, no disrespect to any of the teams that's in this division, because everyone has to take part for it to be special to win it. But at the end of the day, that yeah, we were saying the last two teams we played, I think they only hold 6,000.
Yeah.
They come to ours and it's like nearly 30,000 stadium. It's like going, no disrespect again, not going to Wembley, ain't it,
No, we
really?
are pretty amazing.
Do you know what I mean? And it is, and that's a nice feeling for us as Blues fans.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be a difficult game come
Yeah.
Sunday, but one that I think that the positivity in me is telling me that we're going to go out and we're going to put on a show.
Yeah. Well, it is going to be rocking down St Andrews.
Oh, it's going to
considering
be, it's going to be a
with,
buzz, isn't it?
just with the cup lift, but I feel like that can go one or two ways. You could either put more pressure on the players because it's like, well, if we lose this, of course it's not the end of the world, but that is a bit of a hard pill to swallow. You know, I don't think we will. This is our last home game now, and if we win this home game, we'll have obviously gone the whole season without being
Yeah.
defeated at home, which would have
Yeah.
been the first time we've done that since 1971-72.
Good year.
So yeah, I mean that's in its own just a wonderful little record there that we've got a chance of breaking. There's been
Yeah, it's
quite a
nice.
long time, like a really long time, like a lot of years. You was born then, wasn't you? So it was, it was a really, 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 really long time ago. But no, anyway, onto the table. Like I said, they're not out of the woods yet. I actually wanted to go into the table and look at their home versus the away form. Their home form has really been the thorn in their side because if we just go off of that,
Good.
they're actually
I'm liking what I'm hearing.
in the relegation zone with just 22 points. Well, you shouldn't like what you're hearing because it's actually their away form that seems to be quite decent.
Oh, it's the away form that's decent.
Yeah, their home form's
That's
really
not
poor.
how I heard that.
And then the away form, they actually would be sitting 12th, which is quite odd, really. You'd always think with teams that their home form is their fortress, I suppose, but just the way that the wind blows
not sounding
sometimes.
so good now, then, is it?
No, well, there
We
you
just
go.
got to dominate. We just got to do what we do and just have faith in it and take these chances and enjoy it now.
I spoke about that
I mean,
thing.
102 points.
Yeah,
102 points. What's the next team below? It's got like 84,
86.
86.
Yeah. There's a
It's
ridiculous
amazing.
gap,
Isn't it?
isn't
What a
there?
season. I mean, you know, sometimes like as Blues fans, we're good at moaning, aren't we? Sometimes we are. We're good at moaning, Blues fans, especially the old school Blues
I'd argue
fans.
that's just football fans, but
No, I know, but
let's give ourselves some credit.
I've moaned enough this season, and now you just got to take a look at what we've done this year, hasn't it? It's been fantastic,
Yeah.
hasn't it?
Yeah, it has been
it's
excellent.
so bloody good. And back in the Championship, we've got money to spend. We've got fantastic owners. We've got a brilliant young manager. We've got a solid team. We're
Yeah.
moaning about the players we've got. Look around us at what others have got.
Yeah,
That's a great position to be in, isn't it?
really is. It
Sometimes
really
you have
is.
to sort of wake yourself up and say, yeah, you're moaning about international standard players that we've got in League One.
Yeah.
And we need to sort of take a step back and have a look at the bigger picture. I need to do that, and I'm sure there's other people out there, they admit it to themselves, they need to do it as well.
Well, a little bit more. It's a good point that you raised there, definitely. Should I do the team talk for the Blues? I feel the goosebumps, spine's tingling. The team rating, their pants.
Is that an official rating?
Well, how official do you take my word? I mean, most of their teams have fallen in at 6.6, 6.9. Now, this is coming off of FootMob, so I'm not too sure how much to take from this, to be honest. I know that we've had our problems with them, FootMob, getting some of the stats wrong sometimes. But I don't know how much that you can really read into it. One interesting thing that I wanted to say about this, and I don't want to touch on this too much because this is quite a tragic story, but their striker up here, Akins, I believe, I didn't get his first name, but he actually got him sent to jail
Oh, I saw this.
recently, something to do with a car
Yeah.
incident. So, and I'm not too sure how prominent of a figure he was in the Mansfield team. I mean, here it's telling me that he's only got 2 goals, so I think he was about 36. So, but behind the scenes, I don't know what kind of player that he was. Of course, it's a tragic incident there. It might have an impact on the way that the game goes, depending on, once again, the sort of role that he had. But I don't want to delve into it too much because it's going away from football a bit. But
I dare say they'll want to distance themselves from that as well, won't they?
yeah, but
I dare say there'll be a few chants reflecting something like that on Sunday.
so yeah,
There always is.
managed by Nigel Clough. And Nigel
Clough. God blimey, you'll be talking about the off-season again.
Nigel Clough. They started off the year quite well. I think around Christmas, they were actually towards the top of the table, mixing in with the likes of Wrexham, Blues, Wycombe, if you remember. It's only ever since January and the new year that they've just started to sail down the table. So I'm not really too sure what you can put that down to be honest. But there you go. Talking about their top scorer, Will Evans, with 12 goals. And like I said, other than that, Dad, they're pretty pants, to be honest. Making a rod from my own back, am I? Am I jinxing it? I don't think so. I'm fairly confident. When I said earlier, I didn't finish my point about the pressure because of the records, because of the final game at the end of the season, because of the cup lift. Oh, is it going to unnerve them? I think it'll motivate them. They've come all this way. They've got one more game left at home.
Yeah.
The cup lift. Let's do it.
For me, it's an easy game to get motivated for.
Yes.
They're going to pick up that trophy. It's the last game in front of the home
faithful.
fans.
Yeah.
There's some players down there. It's going to be the last game in a blue shirt.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's going to be quite something. I mean, I wonder if Duke will get a look in.
I was going to bring this up. Potentially his last game at St Andrews.
It's gutting it to think.
It really is.
I really hope we keep him at Blues in some capacity because what an absolute servant.
Would you have him on for one more year, or do you think coach time?
I'd like to think he's been doing his badges.
You think that's it? It's done.
It's hard, isn't it? I mean, we're going up to the championship. I don't know. It depends on what sort of size squad we got. Did we keep him for a year? I was sent.
Yes.
If you give me a few moments, I was sent a list today of all the contracts' expiry dates from a friend of mine.
That is really good.
And I can dig that out for you
definitely.
because it'd be interesting to have a little look at when some of these are. And it's come straight up for me. So, who do you want to know? So, Duke, obviously.
End of this year, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Jay Stansfield, 2031.
Yeah.
Ryan Alsop, 2027. Clara, 27. Including Bielik, Hansen, Dykes, Iwata, Wright and May, 2027. Grant Hanley finishes next month. Month after next.
Yeah.
Same as MJ, Young J Lee.
He's on loan, yeah.
And Duke.
No, we got him to the end of the season, I think.
Exactly, 30th of June.
Yeah.
Duke, the same with those three. And then like the loan players are Ben Davies, Luke Harris, Kieran Dowell. Then you got like Laird that we got till all these are June 28. Alex Cochrane the same, Thor Willemsen the same 30th of June 28. Lou Buchanan, Pake or Beck, and Bailey Peacock Farrell, and Mark Leonard. Oh, there's another one under there as well that I can't quite see.
Hansen. It's going to be Hansen, isn't it? Have you said Hansen yet?
Yeah, Hansen is June 27. So you've got a couple of years with him yet. Alphonse Samsted is currently on loan, but permanent from the 1st of July, but it doesn't say when that finishes.
Yeah, because he only signed.
And Taylor Gardner Hickman, we've signed him as well, haven't we? So,
yes.
So it's looking good. But yeah, when you look at like your Dukes and I'd love to see him stay as a coach.
He's got to get on the pitch, hasn't he?
He'd make a great manager somewhere, wouldn't he, Duke?
He's got to make a cameo though against Mansfield.
Air about him. I'd like to think so, but I think Davis has showed he's not one for all the niceties like that. It needs to be a structured approach, doesn't it?
Well, I don't think they would just be about niceties with Duke. I think we give him some credit. I still think he has.
I think he'll come on. I mean, he came on. He always looks a handful, doesn't he, when he comes on? He's not like scoring dozens of goals, but he's just got that effort, hasn't he? And we just love him for that, don't we? And when he scores, everything goes bonkers. Like
I don't think we would really be missing out anyway. I think may as well give him another year. Have him make a cameo every now and again.
You're talking from your heart, aren't you?
It's still,
what does your head say?
No, I still think that he can make a difference. A few
Okay,
cameo appearances.
Do you know what? Football is all about different opinions, isn't it? So,
yeah. And
I wouldn't disagree. I wouldn't necessarily agree.
No? Okay.
But I
fair
do
enough.
think, I think there's a role for him down the Blues. What do you guys think? Leave a comment. I know we've been delayed in getting back to the comments, just been so busy, but I am trying to get through them. I think I've caught up today to where we are.
Yeah, we are starting to
So
get a few of
apologies.
those now, aren't we? Which is
Yeah, so
brilliant.
it's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes I just give a like, but they sit there on the computer, don't they, if you don't do anything with them, so I always try and respond.
So that's about all that I've got, really. I suppose just talking about the Blues in a little bit more depth in terms of the squad that we think that we should put out. We
Yeah,
spoke
what
about
sort of
Duke
team we're going to go with?
making a cameo. Well, we rested quite a few players, didn't we, against Stevenage? Albeit they might have come on
I
for.
thought that was such a good move. The
It
way
was,
he
yeah.
rotated that squad,
Yeah.
I thought that was such a good move. It was perfect for me.
Got Laird to come back in. At least I hope that he's not.
Clara was fully rested. Laird, like
Yeah.
I say, fully rested.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was no. I don't think there's any knocks. I've not heard any reports of anyone being knocked.
Yeah. I heard from a conference a few weeks ago that Bielik might be making
Oh,
it back
oh right.
for the last
See,
home
that's
game.
another one, yeah.
Might
Ah,
be,
right, okay.
but it's a bit up in the air. Scott Wright spoke on this pre-match show that was caught on YouTube the other day, I think ahead of the Stevenage game, and he said that he's had his operation about 7 weeks ago and it's heading in the right direction.
Did you say
He's
what it
just-
was?
A knee injury, I believe.
Oh, because I remember him going down. He took the ball, didn't he? And he sort of twisted it as he took it down and went down like
Yeah.
a sack, I suppose, didn't he? Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So it's going to be a while. Hansen not entirely too sure. Other than that, obviously there's Lee Buchanan who's going to be out for a while.
But
who I'm going
what
towards.
Davis has done with the squad this year, on the whole, shows that no matter what formation, what pattern of players we go with, what choices, they can all perform.
Yeah.
They all click where you need them to. If someone gets injured or has to go out, suspended, whatever happens, whoever comes in tends to step up to the mark. I mean, first one I can think of is Taylor Garden Hickman. He just steps up every time.
Yeah.
And the passion in him. He's going to be a Blues favourite before long, he is.
Yeah, yeah. No doubt
Really
about
is.
that. Yeah,
And I keep going on about Laird, but he's one of my favourite players down there for the effort he puts in and the motor on him, that engine that he has, the way he doesn't stop running. He's absolutely turned it on for me this season. One of my favourite players alongside Clara, and another one, Clara Davis. Got to get
would you
him
go
signed.
for Hanley or Davis?
I think at home we go with our routine 11,
Yeah,
our best 11 that we know.
Ben Davis at the back then with
I
Clara.
would.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
would. Did you see at the end of the game yesterday? Because Davis played, didn't he? Clara didn't get a point, but the sort of the man hug between them at the end of the game,
It's brilliant.
admiration for both of each other. It's just like, oh, what? And we've mentioned this a few times, like, but the harmony down the Blues and the brotherhood,
Yeah,
it's massive, isn't it?
well,
I love
top,
to see
top
that.
professionals, and it's going to happen, isn't it? When you've got a team that's had so much success throughout a campaign, it's not going to be hard to do, is it? I suppose.
Yeah.
See, it's great to see, and I think
And that's why I think it's important, the nucleus of this, the momentum that a lot of people have mentioned in the comments as well, that we continue that momentum, we don't drop off. We were in danger of doing that a little bit with what's happened over the last few weeks, but I thought there was enough effort in last night's game to give us hope that we can finish really strong now, go out and get this points record.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
102 points.
I know, it's brilliant,
Just
isn't
amazing,
it?
isn't it?
Yeah. One of a handful of teams to get to the Centurion stages within a campaign, over 100 points. I think that there's been 8, if you're including the whole of the EFL, but I might be wrong there, Blues fans. You can correct me, as you always do, about that Scott Wright.
Oh, we're always well
I've
prepared,
been
aren't we?
online. Yeah, I know, yeah. We just waffle absolute nonsense. If you don't know that by now, then you can only
Oh, we've
be new
been
to the
found
channel.
out by a few of them.
Oh yeah, definitely. But there you go. That's just us, I suppose. I don't really know what else I can talk about with you, Dad. To be honest, really looking forward to the cup lift at the end. It's something that we've earned, and it's going to be something.
Well, we've got to
doesn't
do a
come around
prediction,
too often.
and we've got to go with scorers.
Yeah. Is that everything? Nothing else?
No, that's absolutely fine, and it'd be interesting to see what people think, because a lot of people like to put their predictions on. I am going to go for a nice crisp 3-0 at home to finish it off, with the possibility of it maybe even being 4. Stano's going to get back on the sheet again. Clara's going to get a goal from the back, because I think he deserves it. And let's go with Anderson's due another one. And if it is another one, let's give May one because I think May deserves it. I mean, he's
aren't you
putting a lot of
kind?
effort in.
That's very nice of you.
He does a lot of running, May, but he hasn't been like that typical number 9 just recently, has he? When he stays in his number 9 position, he's scoring.
Yeah.
That's when you got Laird on usually crossing the ball, and Anderson as well. Did I say Sanderson before?
Don't know. I kind of zoned out.
See what we've got to work with.
2-0.
Yep.
Stano to get them both.
Nice and simple.
It'll be more humble.
Straightforward. What about Duke to get a goal as well?
Would be what dreams are made of.
Go on, make it 3-0 and Duke comes on and scores a goal.
Oh, go on then.
Beautiful.
Yeah, go on. That would really put the cherry on the icing on the cake, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Let us know your thoughts, as always, Blues fans. And are you going down there? If you do see us down there, as always, final game at home for the season, unfortunately. And then we've got that dreaded long wait until the campaign restarts in August. But we'll keep right on. We'll keep you up to date with transfer rumours as well, but we'll get to that. Save that for later. In the meantime, of course, let us know. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later, folks. Take care of yourselves.